Friends, hello! In this video, I want to give you some very useful tips on what you absolutely need to do with currants, as well as with red currants or white currants, to ensure a very big, bountiful, and extremely productive yield next year. Also, to ensure that the currant grows many young branches before autumn, and that the bush overwinters properly and effectively. And here's what you need to do next. First, as soon as you have harvested, I am more than sure that on your black currants, as well as on the red currants, all the top leaves are curled. They are gathered in such bunches. Now I will find it for you. I had something like that somewhere. Look, this is the kind of leaves you have. You have a lot of them, but they are all located here, at the top. The entire top is curled. This means your currant bushes are being attacked by a pest known as aphids. They are spread by ants. They only carry them to the young growth. It is very juicy, the leaves are delicate, and aphids easily suck the juice from it. And thus, the leaves become deformed and curl up. Since we no longer have a harvest, we can treat our currant with systemic insecticides. This is what needs to be done first. Also, add fungicides and fertilizers to the tank mix, which can be used for foliar feeding. And treat your bushes. I did this a week ago when I harvested all the currants. And look, the leaves that were curled had a lot of aphids, but they are not here now. The leaves will not straighten out because they were deformed by the pests. But as you can see, there is new growth, it is clean, and by the end of the season, there will be no more aphids. Because this year, I have destroyed them all. So, make sure to follow this first rule. The harvest is over, but that doesn't mean the bushes don't need feeding and watering. The second rule is feeding. By the end of the season, you need to do at least 2 more feedings. You can do the feeding with infusions that I showed this year. This includes an infusion of weeds, an infusion of cow manure or chicken manure. These fertilizers are organic and they are complex. They contain all the nutrients that currants need. You can also buy complex fertilizers in the store which must contain nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. We need nitrogen to grow new shoots as extensions of old branches, as well as new young shoots that come from the root system itself, thereby rejuvenating our bush. This is because branches on currants that are 4 or 5 years old need to be removed, but they need to be replaced with something. And for this, it is necessary to grow young branches. And by themselves, if there aren't enough fertilizers, they won't grow. And now about the third rule, it's watering. Watering is absolutely necessary. It should be abundant. We pour 5 or 10 liters of water under each bush. But watering can be done once a week, and we do this regularly until the end of summer. You will see how your bushes increase significantly in size. Also, right now, buds are being formed throughout the entire period, which will have flowers next year and produce a new harvest. So if you think that you have harvested and everything is fine, and next year your currant will reward you with a yield without any effort, that's not quite true. The yield will be there, but it will be 3 times less than it could be if you follow all these rules that I just told you about. So friends, make sure to first treat your currant, feed it, and also water it until the end of the year. And next spring, you will need to perform sanitary pruning. I'll show you everything. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and don't miss the release of new videos. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.